Have you ever stopped to ponder the significant roles that women play in the Bible? Yes, those quiet, often overlooked figures who stand in the shadowy corners of the well-trodden narratives. The women of the Bible are not just side characters, they are pivotal players who shaped the course of biblical history. Their stories are interwoven into the very fabric of the text, their influence reverberates through the ages, and their lessons remain relevant even today. In this video, we're going to delve deep into the scriptures, shedding light on these remarkable women and their contributions. We'll explore how they navigated through life's trials with strength and resilience, how they shaped the lives of those around them, and how they played a crucial role in the unfolding of God's divine plan. We'll start at the very beginning, in the book of Genesis, where we meet the first woman, Eve. Known as the mother of all living, her story sets the stage for the narrative to come. Then we'll move through the pages of the Old Testament, meeting matriarchs like Sarah, Rebecca, and Rachel, who bore the weight of generations. We'll encounter brave and courageous women like Deborah, Esther, and Ruth, who stood as bastions of faith and courage in the face of daunting adversities. We'll see how their actions not only changed their lives, but also the course of history. And then we'll journey into the New Testament, where we'll meet women like Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Mary Magdalene, among others. These women were not only witnesses to the life and ministry of Jesus Christ, but also active participants in the early Christian community. In each of these women, we'll find a story of faith, courage, and resilience that transcends time and culture. Their stories are a testament to the power of women, the strength of their faith, and their indelible impact on the world. Get ready to venture on a journey through the pages of the Bible as we spotlight the women who shaped its narrative. Our journey begins with Eve, the first woman according to the Bible. Born from Adam's rib, Eve's creation signifies the idea of companionship and the interdependence of man and woman. She was not made from Adam's head to be above him, nor from his feet to be beneath him, but from his side to be equal to him. Eve's contribution to mankind is a paradox of sorts. Yes, she played a part in the original sin, succumbing to the serpent's deceit and eating the forbidden fruit. It was a moment that changed the course of human history forever. But let's not overlook her other title, the mother of all living. This role casts her in a nurturing and life-giving light, a testament to her strength and resilience. Eve's story is one of duality, the fall and the rise, the sin and the redemption. It sets the stage for many more influential women who follow. Scene script. Next, we encounter the Matriarchs of Genesis, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. Sarah, the wife of Abraham, is the first matriarch we meet. She was a woman of immense patience and faith. Despite years of barrenness, she held on to the promise that she would bear a son who would become the progenitor of a great nation. And in her old age, that promise was fulfilled with the birth of Isaac. Then there's Rebecca, Isaac's wife. Her story is one of divine orchestration and steadfast devotion. Rebecca was chosen by God to be Isaac's wife, and she played a crucial role in the fulfillment of God's plan. She bore twins, Esau and Jacob, and it was her faith and wisdom that ensured the continuity of the Abrahamic covenant through Jacob, even amidst a challenging family dynamic. Moving on, we meet Leah and Rachel, the wives of Jacob. Leah, although unloved and overlooked, was blessed with 6 sons, including Judah, through whom the royal lineage of Israel would come. Her story is a powerful testament to the fact that God sees and values us, even when others do not. Rachel, on the other hand, was deeply loved by Jacob. However, she experienced the pain of barrenness before giving birth to Joseph and Benjamin. Joseph would later play a pivotal role in the survival and prosperity of the Israelite people in Egypt. These women, though they lived thousands of years ago, have stories that still resonate with us today. They faced trials, injustices, and hardships, yet they remained steadfast in their faith and their roles as matriarchs. They were not just bystanders in the biblical narrative, but active contributors to the lineage of Israel. Their stories remind us that God often works in unexpected ways, through unexpected people, to fulfill his purposes. These matriarchs laid the foundation for a nation. Moving forward in the biblical narrative, we meet women of courage and faith, like Ruth and Esther. In the heart of the Old Testament, we find a tale of undying loyalty and love, embodied by Ruth. A Moabite woman, Ruth, chose to stay with her mother-in-law, Naomi, even after the death of her husband. She let go of her homeland, her people, and the familiar, embracing a journey into the unknown. Ruth's story is a testament to the power of love and loyalty that transcends boundaries and blood ties. Her faith led her to a new life in Bethlehem, where she eventually married Boaz, a wealthy relative of Naomi. Ruth's loyalty and faith resulted not just in her personal redemption, but also in her becoming the great-grandmother of King David, thus playing a crucial role in the lineage of Jesus Christ. Next, we turn our attention to Esther, a woman of immense bravery and faith. Esther, a Jewish girl turned queen, risked her life to save her people from a royal decree of extermination. With wisdom and strategic planning, she revealed the evil plot to the king, thereby averting the annihilation of the Jewish people in Persia. Esther's story is a powerful reminder that courage and faith can be our guiding lights even in the face of imminent danger. Her bravery saved an entire nation, and her faith led her to become an influential figure in biblical history. Ruth and Esther, two women from different backgrounds, different circumstances, yet each left an indelible mark on biblical history. Their stories resonate across time, reminding us of the strength that can be found in faith, loyalty, and courage. They were ordinary women who made extraordinary choices, driven by faith and a deep sense of commitment to their people. The stories of Ruth and Esther are not just tales from the past, they are timeless narratives that inspire us to be courageous, to stand firm in our faith, and to be loyal to those we love. These women's stories demonstrate that faith and courage can change the course of history. The New Testament introduces us to several influential women, starting with Mary, the mother of Jesus. Mary's role is indeed unique and significant. She is portrayed as a woman of unwavering faith who accepts God's will without hesitation. Her humble acquiescence to bear the Son of God marks her as a figure of obedience and trust. Her faith serves as a beacon, illuminating the path for countless believers who followed. Next, we encounter Mary Magdalene, a woman of great strength and devotion. She was one of the few who stayed by Jesus' side during his crucifixion when many had fled. Mary Magdalene was also the first to witness the resurrection, a testament to her steadfast faith. Her story is an inspiring example of redemption and the transformative power of faith. Then there's Martha, a woman of service and hospitality. In the Gospel of Luke, we read about Martha opening her home to Jesus and his disciples. While her sister Mary sat at Jesus' feet to listen to his teachings, Martha was busy preparing a meal. She may not have been in the foreground, but her role was crucial. Her story reminds us that service to others is a vital aspect of Christian life. Finally, we turn to Lydia, a wealthy businesswoman who used her resources to support the early Christian community. She is recognized as the first documented convert to Christianity in Europe. Lydia's home became a meeting place for believers, demonstrating her commitment to nurturing the growth of the early church. These women of the New Testament, Mary, Mary Magdalene, Martha, and Lydia, each in their unique ways, contributed to the formation and growth of the Christian faith. Their stories are woven into the fabric of the New Testament, reminding us of the integral role women have played throughout religious history. They are not just passive observers, but active participants, shaping and influencing the course of events. These women played a pivotal role in the early Christian community. From Eve to Lydia, the Bible is filled with stories of women who shaped history. We journeyed from the genesis of mankind, where we met Eve, the mother of all living, and Sarah, who was not only the wife of Abraham but a matriarch in her own right. We witnessed the courage and faith of Deborah, a judge and prophetess, and Esther, who used her royal position to save her people. In the New Testament, we encountered Mary, the mother of Jesus, whose obedience and faithfulness set the stage for our salvation. We also met Lydia, a successful businesswoman, who used her influence to spread the Christian faith. These women, and many more, played pivotal roles in biblical events. Their contributions were significant, their faith unwavering, their courage inspiring. Indeed, the Bible's narrative is richly woven with the threads of these influential women's lives. Their stories continue to inspire and teach us today.